Corporate Fighter 59, bout number 5, in charge of the action when the bell ring is still. Referee McNaughton, please welcome right now from the black corner, 29 years of age, standing 179 centimeters tall. He weighed in at a trim and ready 121 kilograms. Big dog. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Sydney, Australia, project manager, Hungry Jack, the Whopper, Jack bortolotti. Yeah, turn that up.
Nigga, just stop it. Everybody know I'ma need to see your fucking hands at the
Yeah, Jack bortolotti. Hungry Jack, the Whopper, y'all.
Everybody know I'm a motherfucking monster. I'ma need to see your fucking hands at the concert. I'ma need to see your fucking hands. The best living or dead, hands down, huh?
And his opponent across the ring in the white corner, 38 years of age, standing 183 centimeters tall, weighing in at 110 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason for taking up corporate fighter before he takes up golf. So please welcome Justice Peppy, the barrister from Wollongong, Australia, awais Ahmad. Ahmad. Hey, swinging in the house, awais Ahmed.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes.
That's a fight song for you.
Fabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. And all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my
McNaughton in charge of the action, coming out round number 1. The barrister versus the Whopper. Bortolotti and Ahmad.
So here we go, bout number 5 of Corporate Fighter 59. Jack Bortolotti, the Whopper, in the black, taking on awais Ahmad in the white. Justice Pappy is his name. Great atmosphere here at Luna Park. Wonderful to have your company for this Corporate Fighter event number 59. Tomorrow, of course, a massive day. Corporate Fighter 60, that starts at midday. And then Corporate Fighter 61, that starts at 7:30. 2 big events on the one day. Try and find another boxing organisation that will do that. Yeah, I knew you couldn't find it. Corporate Fighter, they are the best in the business when it comes to this level of boxing in Australia and the world. Here we go. Bortolotti trying to push his opponent into that corner. These two big boppers going at it. Ahmad swatting at his opponent. Nice body shots there from Bortolotti. Ahmad reaching for that top shelf. Trying to out-psych his opponent. Big shot there from Bortolotti. The big boppers collide. Referee stepping in, keeping control of this one between these two. Not much of difference between these two. 9 years difference. Ahmad the older. Only 4 kilos of difference. Height 4 centimetres of height, I should say, and 11 kilos difference between the two. Bortolotti now middle of the canvas, trying to push his opponent towards the ropes as Ahmad now comes back. Bortolotti, it's a punishing shot there. 3 of them, 2 lefts and a right. Ahmad just trying to push and shove his opponent away. Interesting that both fighters, given their size, are just trying to size each other out. Normally the big boppers just fire like that, like we see there, those quick combinations. Some smart technical boxing from both of these two at the amateur level.
10 seconds.
Final moments of this opening round. Great atmosphere here. Crowd certainly on their feet cheering on these both fighters. There's the bell for the first. Some great respect shown between the two, Bortolotti and Ahmad. Terrific start to the bout. Of course, we continue on with Corporate Fighter after today. As I mentioned, tomorrow, a massive day. Corporate Fighter 60 at midday and Corporate Fighter 61 at 7:30. They will be tomorrow, Australian Eastern Standard Time, daylight saving time, of course. Now, if you're watching tonight's coverage and you think, you know what, I want to give this a go, I want Corporate Fighter in my life, head to their website, corporatefighter.com.au. The big question is, what will you fight for? Will you challenge yourself physically and mentally like ever before? Will you just want to give the sport of boxing a go? Will you want to be under the bright lights of maybe Luna Park here in Sydney, or of course Western Sydney, maybe Melbourne, the Gold Coast, Brisbane, all of these places, Newcastle? Jump online, corporatefighter.com.au, use the code EARLYBIRD25. You'll get a 25% discount. All the information online, corporatefighter.com.au. Second round action, bout number 5, Bortolotti and Ahmad. And the intensity, they have turned it up from about 7 to about 9. Will it go any further? Will it get to the famous Spinal Tap 11? Ahmad battling his way out of that corner. Bortolotti now, the whopper, jumping at his opponent. Nice shots to the body from Bortolotti. Ahmad again with the sweeping lefts and rights on that top shelf. Might be able to hear the crowd in the background here at Luna Park. Crowd really showing their appreciation for both fighters. Bortolotti now trying to do his best to defend this onslaught from Ahmad. The 38-year-old who hails from Wollongong, south of Sydney. He's a barrister. Had some goals of taking up boxing and taking up golf, did Ahmad. I can tell you there's a lot of difference between those two sports.
Final moments in this round.
Ironically, you need a lot of patience to play both of them, though.
10 seconds.
Bortolotti, a project manager, just wanted to challenge himself both physically and mentally. Hails from Sydney, Australia. And there's the bell for the second. A little bit of fatigue kicking in for both fighters at the back end of that second round. Be interesting to see what happens in this third and final round. Now, of course, we're raising money tonight for the flood relief. Much needed funds and resources for efforts assisting flood-affected communities. You would have seen on the television, you would have heard it on the radio, that most parts of New South Wales and the southeast Queensland area have been flood-affected. Places like Lismore, you would have seen the water always up to the roof, down the main streets, through the Northern Rivers parts, Murwillumbah, Mullumbimby, parts surrounding Byron Bay, the Sydney area, in the city, around Marrickville. around the northern beaches there was major flooding, and of course the Brisbane area throughout that South Bank, Voyager Point area, Tawoon, Gympie, all of those places, plus many, many more. Auckland Flower, of course, affected. We're raising money for those affected by the floods. Our thoughts and prayers go to all of those affected. Our condolences go to those that have lost people in these tragic floods. Our heart is with you, and we're raising much needed funds for you tonight for Corporate Fighter 59. This is the 5th bout of the night. Bortolotti in the black, Ahmad in the white. A little bit of fatigue starting to kick in for both fighters. Big shots again from Bortolotti. The crowd lifts, and so do the fighters. Ahmad again trying to get himself off the ropes and in the middle of the canvas. Bortolotti doing his best to just wear out his opponent with some body shots. Again, both fighters just locking up. You can see Bortolotti trying to work his opponent with that right shot. Nice little punishing left. Ahmad just really starting to tire. Bortolotti doing the same. Referee doing a terrific job to control both fighters. Almost at the halfway point of tonight's bout. Big swatting, swinging shots from Ahmad. Final moments. What have these fighters got? Have they got a second wind in them? They're coming home with a wet sail, both fighters, but they're tough. They're tenacious. Quick shots there again. Little uppercut there from Ahmad. Referee will break them. Well, that was a lunging left to Bortolotti that just rattled him a touch. Again, still power from both fighters. Strong finish despite the fatigue. Next up, it's bout number 6. It's the battle of the Campbells. Drew Campbell in the black and Will Campbell in the white. One hails from Dublin, one hails from Cardiff. So that'll be the battle of the Campbells next up, Drew and Will. But in just a moment, we will get a result from bout number 5. Jimmy, the man in the middle with the microphone. He will give you the result between Jack Bortolotti and Awais Ahmad in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, as our fighters come center ring, please can you give them a big round of applause? They entertained you. Come on. Jack and Awais. And after 3 rounds of action, ladies and gentlemen, our winner comes way of white corner, Justice Pepe. Thank you to Jack Bortolotti, and the winner is Awais Ahmad, Justice Pepe.